I think that Elon Musk is brilliant. I think he even understands the mentality of the buyers, particularly some of the younger buyers. That's the greatness of this man. That's why this younger generation is willing to give him the money. They're saying, look, he's Steve Jobs. Who knows what he comes up with next? I want a share of it.
Hey, I'm Stephen, and this is Solving the Money Problem. If you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. So, Tesla is issuing another $5 billion of stock because, well, they can. So in this video, I'm going to be reacting to some of the mainstream finance media coverage of the news. So let's get into the video. But first, hey guys, if you live in the US and you'd like to help out the channel and get up to 4 free stocks, check out the link in the description to WeBull. If you open a new account, you'll get 2 free stocks between $2.50 and $250 each just for opening an account. And if you deposit $100, you'll get a further 2 free stocks valued between $8 and $1,600 each. That is an obnoxiously good return on your investment. I mean, really, deposit $100 and you'll end up with, at minimum, $21 worth of stocks, a 21% ROI on your money. And if you're in Australia, the UK, or New Zealand, you can get a free stock with stake also using the link in the description. Let's get back to it. As I record this, Tesla stock down about 3% in the low $620 range, but of course, who knows where it'll be in 3 seconds, 3 days, 3 weeks, or 3 months. Let's get into the video.
Tesla's down pre-market. In a filing, the company says it plans to sell up to $5 billion in stock at market prices from time to time. It is the third capital raise of the year after $5 billion in September, $2 billion in February. Jim, for a company with $14 billion in cash and led by Goldman this round, which of course took it to buy 6 days ago.
I think that Elon Musk is brilliant. I think he even understands the mentality of the buyers, particularly some of the younger buyers who, frankly, just have no price that they won't pay. David, we discussed the other day that the way you got your stock up, and being a little facetious, is like Carnival. You do offerings, you dilute, you do bond deals. Yeah. David, they're going to say an equity offering, well, this is great. They've got $5 billion more. They can build the truck facility. They can build Berlin, and they can expand in China. David, yeah. The younger generation is not cynical. They think this is Elon Musk building the biggest car company in the world.
Jim is definitely onto something here. I think at this point in time, a lot of the people that are investing in Tesla stock are younger, aren't super cynical, and do believe that Elon Musk is going to lead Tesla to becoming one of the world's largest companies. Spoiler alert, he already did that. Sorry guys, a lot's happened in the last few months. If not the world's largest company over time, which I believe is all but an inevitability from here.
Well, it's got to be a lot more than just the biggest car company in the world at a $600 billion market value.
Why is that?
Why? Because it's just hard for me to imagine it could ever grow into its valuation.
But that's you. I mean, you're just
if it's just cars, it's got to be batteries, it's got to be solar, it's got to be autonomous, it's got to be a lot of things.
Well, but they believe in this man.
Oh, clearly, and he is a unique individual.
Right.
We've all recognized that. He's now also one of the wealthiest men on the planet with this move of 667% in the stock this year. You can see what it's done.
Big shout out to everyone who's had the combination of the balls, brains, and conviction to buy and hold on to Tesla stock throughout the entirety of 2020, despite the pandemic, everyone thinking the world was ending, and plenty more. By the way, let me know in the comments below. How much of a gain have you seen on your Tesla stock so far? As I record this, I'm up a little bit over 600% in total across all of my Tesla stock on average, keeping in mind that some of those shares were purchased as early as the beginning of 2016, and I've still been buying consistently right up till last month. So some of the gains on the more recent purchases are quite minimal. The gains on some of the stocks I've held for 4+ years, astronomical, and I still believe over the span of the next 10 years we're just getting started.
I remember, guys, when it was a $50 billion market value, which by the way we thought was quite high, right? And if they had gone out and sold $2 or $3 billion, that would have been significant dilution.
Right.
Now they can do $5 billion. By the way, it's time to time. They haven't sold it yet, but they can when they want, and it's less than 1% of the company. It's truly amazing. They are, as Carl pointed out, of course, just racking up a huge cash pile.
Yes.
Which, Jim, I don't know what they're going to use for, but I guess it gives them a lot of optionality.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, David. It's entirely possible that they're using it for things that we don't know that he has planned.
This is definitely a very real possibility, although truth be told, I doubt Tesla has any secret plans for any new projects that are capital intensive that we don't already know about or can't already infer, such as an electric aircraft in a few years' time. Do you think Tesla's working on any new secret projects? If so, What?
That's the greatness of this man. That's why this younger generation is willing to give him the money. They're saying, look, he's Steve Jobs. Who knows what he comes up with next? I want a share of it.
Cramer's absolutely hit it out of the park with this point. I completely agree. Let's be honest. The majority of people investing in Tesla at this point in time aren't investing in the company that they can already see, that they already understand. They're investing in what the company will become in the future. I think Galileo over at HyperChange first said this, and I love this way of summing things up. Investing in Tesla is like having a never expiring call option on the brain of Elon Musk. I'm sure I butchered the exact wording, but the sentiment remains. This is a really great way to go, you know what, of all the companies, of all the people on planet Earth I could give this capital to, I think, all things being equal, I'm likely to get a pretty good return, perhaps the best possible return, giving that money to Elon Musk and or Tesla rather than anyone else.
I know. It's extraordinary.
And who are we to criticize, Carl, their wonderment? Who are we to criticize their belief in this man?
We're anachronisms. You know that.
Well, he said it, not me. Now, for those of you who aren't sure what an anachronism is, I know this isn't the most commonly used term, but it's so fittingly brilliant. Let's bring up the dictionary definition. Anachronism. A thing belonging or appropriate to a period other than that in which it exists, especially a thing that is conspicuously old-fashioned.
Speak for yourself.
Less so, Carl. He's more connected in, but you and I are just. I'm a troglodyte.
You're a velociraptor.
You wish you were a velociraptor.
You're Newman in that original movie.
Newman from Seinfeld.
Well, Jim, they are going to double CapEx in the next 2 years, to your point about new factories. Although some on Twitter this morning pointed out that in 2012, Musk did say Tesla does not need to ever raise another funding round, but things change.
Now, I hate to nitpick here, but I just want to be really clear because the connotation here is that Elon Musk said that he won't raise capital in the future. Now, this is not what happened. Elon was asked on a conference call whether or not it's a good time for Tesla to raise capital. He said no. He also said he had no intention of raising capital in the future. This is very distinct from saying we won't need to and we won't raise capital. The message from Elon was we don't plan to. Of course, if there's an opportunity here, why not take advantage of that? Now, I hate to be a stickler for the facts and not being misrepresented, etc., but it's really important to understand. Elon did not come out and say Tesla won't raise capital in the future. He said they don't need to, they don't intend to. Of course, this was before the stock went to the moon, and you'd be absolutely insane now as a CFO or a CEO not to take advantage of this insane valuation on Tesla stock. It's basically free money.
Well, look, I don't think he ever thought that there would be investors who have suspended short-term judgment, going for longer-term judgment. And by the way, let's remember, let's salute this man. He's building a factory in the single most important part of the world when it comes to autos, which is Germany. And I think you're going to need every penny to make it so that you've got the best cars in the world. I think that to do the pickup truck, David, is going to cost a lot of money. You're up against some very serious companies when it comes to pickups, and that's where the money is.
Well, he's got plenty of money, not to mention again an enormous market cap. But it's not just Tesla, as you know, Jim. And here it gets a little more speculative when we talk about this new generation of investors who like all things EV.
Now, this is a very fair point. If we're being honest, there is a lot of extremely dumb money currently going into EV startups. I'm not going to name names, and I'm not here to rip on people who think they're investors but are actually at the casino placing bets on these companies to succeed. But I just want to acknowledge that the ripple effect from how well Tesla has done seems to have spilled over and also blurred the vision of some of these so-called investors who are like, well, Tesla did well. It's not like they had to climb a mountain. It's not like you needed a leader like Elon Musk. Sure, everyone who starts an EV company is instantly going to be successful, just like Tesla. Of course, Tesla's gone up so much that I don't want to invest in that company, so I'm clearly going to invest in these absolutely equivalent other EV startups because I'm really smart. Anyway, moving on.
QuantumScape, remember that? These SPAC EV deals that
I've been following the SPACs.
Take a look at what's going on there. Look at the moves in QuantumScape. That's this morning. That's what we're looking for.
I know.
Trevor Milton says not going to sell. Remember, he owns, 92 million shares?
Yeah. Do you think a 30% owner will not have any influence on management?
I think he would have a lot of influence.
Yes, and that is the point.
There's Lordstown, again, another one that was a SPAC, began trading October 26th. It's got a truck called the Endurance, a prototype available in January, beginning to ship by the end of 2021. We can go on and on with.
Have you seen the Fisker, the car?
I have not.
It's gorgeous. Bill McDermott has
called
one.
the Ocean?
CEO of ServiceNow.
The Ocean.
Yeah, he has one.
Oh,
He
I
says
like
you
that
can
name.
see the ocean and it's gorgeous.
Hope you guys have found this video insightful. Let me know in the comments below, do you think Tesla is raising this $5 billion for a specific purchase? Do they have a new product or a new project in mind, or are they just taking advantage of the insane opportunity? I'm Stephen Mark Ryan, this is Solving the Money Problem, and I love you all. And don't forget, if you live in the US and you'd like to help out the channel and get up to 4 free stocks, check out the link in the description to WeBull. If you open a new account, you'll get 2 free stocks between $2.50 and $250 each just for opening an account. And if you deposit $100, you'll get a further 2 free stocks valued between $8 and $1,600 each. And if you're in Australia, the UK or New Zealand, you can get a free stock with stake also using the link in the description. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And of course, if you have any ideas for future videos, let me know. I read all your comments. P.S. If you're still watching, you're awesome. If you'd like early access, exclusive videos, regular Q&As, our private Discord server and more, consider supporting the channel at patreon.com/solvingthemoneyproblem so I can keep creating content for you guys. There's a link in the description. You can now also become a member of the channel for some exclusive perks. To learn more, click the join button next to subscribe. And don't forget to check out our merch store. Either way, the best form of support is you being here and watching, so thanks again.